Now, while we're still on the topic of animals, sometimes we need someone to protect us from dangerous ones, and of course to protect animals from us. And that's just one of the many facets to what a conservation officer does. This year, the force is celebrating its 110th anniversary. So, Jenna Hamilton met up with our local conservation officer to see what a day in the life is like.
A conservation officer's job is demanding and diverse, as Sergeant Steve Jacobi knows from being with the force for 20 years.
Sergeant Jacobi.
Trying to get it all done is the biggest challenge. There's more work than we can do. There's more requests for service and calls for service that are coming in than we can actually attend to.
All right, grab a look.
Now, most people's workdays don't start with a call of a deer that hasn't been disposed of properly.
So what we have is a report of shot and left deer with the antlers cut.
Definitely a mule deer. You can tell by the size of the ears and the head, the body, and the tail.
But for Sergeant Jacobi, this just proves his job isn't your typical 9 to 5.
My most dangerous thing is not a paper cut, but actually being hurt by somebody, an animal, being out in the elements itself.
Conservation officers are the front lines to protecting our environment. Like many, Sergeant Jacobi hopes he can make a difference through his work.
And you change one person, and hopefully you can change more. Over the years, I think that being conservation officer has made a difference to a lot of people, and that I've educated a lot of people, and I've changed people's behavior.
Cody Ambrose has been an officer for a quarter of the time Sergeant Jacobi has, and is grateful for the opportunity he has had to learn from him.
Working with Steve is always a privilege. He's an individual with a wealth of knowledge, and I've learned so many things from him, and he's been all over this province and learned a lot of things.
The public can help the officers by being their eyes and ears when they aren't available.
But if everybody's watching, and then the other people know that everybody's watching, everybody's reporting, that makes a big difference. When you hold people accountable, that makes a big difference.
To report any violations, visit their website or contact the nearest Conservation Officer Service. In Chilliwack, I'm Jenna Hamilton for Go on Shaw TV.